Right, Monday morning, about to get started. I got an audience this time. I put the dogs right in here where they can watch me through the window. And I'm trying to figure out, this is Pippi, my new rescue, and she's kind of confused on what goes on here every day. It's her first week with us, so I figure I'll give them a view of me working all day today. And the truck is right here. Looking over at the passenger side. I got some panels to work on today, and I'll get started on that in a minute. Before we get started, I got some unboxing to do. These are the inner panels. I don't know which is left and right, but there they are. Let's see how they fit up. And I got to decide whether to put this in first, which would make the most sense before I put the cover piece over. But I also got a new die grinder from Harbor Freight. One time I don't have a coupon, but that other one died. This is a mini die grinder. We've testing that out today. So, got our work cut out for us. Let's get started. Now that I got this piece out of the box, you can really see how much of it is not really there. It needs to be replaced, and I'm glad I bought a new one. It makes perfect sense. All the way up there is gone, and that mates with this surface right here that I'm pointing to with the piece. It's going to mate where my finger is there, and completely underneath right here is completely gone, and that mates with the old piece, which is not exactly there, but I think I can maybe piece that back together. So as I come around to the front, there's spot welds right in here where my finger is, and I'm thinking I either cut them away or undo the spot welds. And then this piece is interesting here too. It's spot welded, but it had a screw as a cover. So do I just take it out altogether or just bend it out of the way? That's a out and get started. So far the right tool for the job seems to be this Sawzall, which I got ready to go, but this big piece that was right here, I just flexed it and moved and broke off. This last piece here, I think a mini cutoff wheel would be great if I had one, but I don't think I have one. I might have one. I gotta look. And I think I'm going to reach here with the long Sawzall blade and just try to cut that and take most of it off, and then see what I got left. Well, that chopped out pretty good. This metal's pretty solid. I don't know if I can reuse it or not. This is still Swiss cheese down here, and it's not attached to the back piece anymore. So I should probably pull that out as much as I can. Basically, I'm going to remove as much of this piece as I can and replace it with this piece. That's the plan. How's my audience doing over there? Missy's looking. I don't know where Pippi is. Nope, she's not far. I'm going to go check on them next. How you girls doing? Okay? Now Pippi's at the window. Missy's right here. All right. So I kind of figured the right way to do this is take this cover plate off. And I figured out, I think, the reason for this cover plate, believe it or not, is it's like a clean out for the cowl vent. So, the fresh air comes in through the cowl, goes through the vents in the, in the side panels into the cab when you pull those vent pulls. But if you go like this, watch this. You see all the dirt that's coming out of there? So it was probably like a maintenance issue. Once a year you probably take this out and blow out or let out all the dirt, prevent rust. But they probably never did that. Anyways, I'm going to take this piece right off. Even I got to break it off. I cut one spot weld. It looks like there's a second and a third, maybe even a fourth, who knows. But it's just a flat piece of metal, so I can, cut that out of stock and just bend it up and make it look just like the old one. So I don't really need to save that piece. I don't know why they did it. And I really don't know why they didn't put sheet metal screws here, and so the whole thing can come off. You know, why would you weld it on and put a flap? It's ridiculous. Yeah, so I got the flap off. I hit it with the wire wheel and cleaned up the backside. Then I started reaching up into here, and it's just clogged with leaves and debris like that. So what I want to do is probably, you know, run the air down and maybe a snake or something. Just clean it out as best I can. Look at that, just coming right out of there. Get that as cleaned up as I can, then maybe put some Seal or some kind of acid treatment. I'm sure there's rust in there that needs to be treated. But you know, would I like to maybe cut an access port here and really clean it up? Sure, but you know, how far can I go with this? I got to start getting this done. I got some rust to patch up over here. I'm going to patch this hole here because that's going to mate with the piece, what would I call that? A return that I'm going to put on the floor pan. So, you know, a little bit of welding to do here. Patch this up, and then that opposite side is right over here, is where that new piece goes. So I got to get around here and cut out the old piece. So, keep moving. Looks like we had a breakout. Let's go see where those dogs are. Well, there's Missy. And there's Pippi. Oh, you guys are good girls. Good girls. You gonna stay up here? That's okay. That's Pippi on asleep by the fireplace. There's Missy, keeping an eye on her. All right, sweetie, you guys can stay here. Now where are those dogs at? Okay, found your way to the couch, both of you? Good girls. I'm hoping you can see that. So I just got a little bit of it left right here. I've been picking away at it with the cutting wheel, the Sawzall, and flexing it until it, you know, fatigue stresses. And I think once I get this piece out, then I'm going to start welding these patches in. I'm going to patch here where my finger is, up a little higher you can see a spot. And I might, I'm thinking maybe to cut this open. Then I could really treat the rust inside and just repatch it. You know, is what it is. It's the right thing to do. But I got to get this off first. And it's, once that's gone, then the other piece can, the new piece can go in. So that's where we're at. I don't know if you can see that, my light died, but I ground away most of the old piece. And I started screwing around with the fit up right here. You see this hole right here is supposed to align with this hole on the workpiece. That's, I guess, what they call a alignment hole. But I'm having a hard time getting this piece to fit in there properly, which I expected. These body panels, replacement panels, they never really fit quite right. So I'm gonna have to trim off some pieces to get it to fit. It'll take me, it's gonna take a few tries, but once I get it to fit, then I'll take it out again and patch all the holes on the other piece. I don't know if you can see that with the sun is washing it out or not. It's hard for me to see it, but it's getting closer and closer. Just needs to be trimmed a little bit more. I'll probably end up taking off some of this bottom corner here, maybe even this whole piece down here, just to get it to line up at the top. And I think once I get that, I'll have it. But I'm going to break for lunch right now. Check on the dogs. Well, I've been trimming the back side here. There's a little flange on the back, and I trimmed the flange on this side here to get it to kind of lock in. And I'm getting closer and closer. And my reference line now is the old where the old piece was, and I'm following that curve perfectly. But if I go to this side, that body hole or alignment hole is nowhere near where it needs to be. So it looks like it's supposed to drop down, but if you drop it down, which I could do, it's nowhere near the body line. So I'm thinking this is about as close as I'm going to get before I start really hammering on it. And I'll probably cut this off here and across here so it's flush with the floor pan. And it's just a matter of trimming until I get it just right. And then I'll go back and fill in these holes, like here and up here, and get everything situated. So we're getting close. So I think I finally got it to just where I want it. It's not 100% just yet. See, this piece sticks up. I believe I got to cut this off so it's flush, so the floorboard slips over. Here's the floorboard over here. See, it's hanging up on top of that. If I put the floor where it's supposed to be, you know, it sits, there's a slight gap right here. So once this piece is trimmed on the top, the floor could sit either inside of it, and if it's too much of a gap right here, I can hammer it to the left a little bit and make it line up perfectly. And then I noticed where I trimmed in the back, I of course trimmed too much because I was trying to line up to the wrong place. And I'll just have to add that back in, you know, tack weld a piece of filler metal back in, and hopefully grind it enough that nobody notices. But I think I just about got it. I'm pretty happy with that. So I don't know if I'm ready to tack it in place just yet, but I'm damn close. Wow, where did the time go? So all I got done today, besides that fit up that I just showed you, I started patching the outer piece. I put one patch in right here. I still got some welding to do, obviously. I put a patch in here. Still got some welding to do, obviously. And then what I'll do tomorrow, as I move forward, I'll patch this here, this piece here, and I believe this returns here, and that'll seal up this outer piece. And then the inner piece will meet it right over in here, and we'll have something to weld to. And I'll seal up this here as well. And you know, like I'm gonna start to put it back together. I see another hole over here. A lot of little holes, little patches that have to be done, and it's time consuming. And you know, I'll just keep doing it. Thanks for watching.